Hello and welcome to another Better Minecraft episode. Today we are working on getting better gear, a little bit of exploring, and building some new things. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. So somebody left a comment on my last video and said that the duck shrine that we found last episode actually has diamond blocks in it. So this is the shrine, I think, and the closest village is at Savannah Village, so we're gonna warp over there and make a little journey. We've found so many villages, but I think it's this one. We have made it here to the duck statue. Oh my gosh. We are rich now. I don't know why I thought this would be too good to be true, but we are now 4 diamond blocks richer. I'll go ahead and rebuild this statue. This is kind of exciting because we have not been the most lucky with finding diamonds, but this episode I definitely want to work on getting better gear and working on enchantments. So those 4 diamond blocks are going to come in handy this episode. So every time I come into the jungle, I see these snails and they are so cute. We have a lot of buckets already, so next time we come, I definitely want to bring a couple, and maybe we can make a little home for them. I've been doing a lot of thinking about our villager project, and originally I wanted to turn this village into the main village we'd be working on. The only problem is it is quite far. This village here is a lot closer, but it is quite boring. And we have been wanting to build a port city. I think we might just build like a village on the docks right over here. We also really need to do something about expanding our storage. We only have 6 chests here and they are all filled to the brim. So I actually found out that we can make books without needing leather. We just make these canvases and this takes the place of leather. The only problem is, in order to get the straw, we have to break grass with a knife, and it takes 4 of these to make 1 of these. So it's kind of a painstaking process. We have a little bit of leather, so I'm just gonna see how many books we can make with this. I have like a million different chests in different places from all of my builds so far. So I'm gonna go check all of them to see if we have more sugarcane. I only found 54 in our house. And we do have some growing right over here as well. So we were able to make 25 books, which roughly gives us 8 bookshelves, I believe. We're definitely going to have to acquire some leather. I'm so glad we made a dairy farm because now we can go and breed a bunch of our cows. All of this is the area we're working with. I think I'm going to take some time to terraform all of it and build the docks on my own time, just because I know it's going to take me a while to get it just right, and I think it would be kind of boring to watch. There's quite a lot of work to be done here, but I think this island right here would be a good place to start with some buildings. So I have kind of a vague idea of what I want this building to look like. I want it to go right here. And after putting a minuscule amount of thought into this, instead of making a couple different buildings for toolsmiths and weaponsmiths, I'm just going to build an adventurers guild so that we can have everything in one spot, including enchanting. And we can even put a couple bounty boards inside. We unfortunately do have to kick these coconut crabs out of their natural habitat though. So I have kind of an outline of what I think the shape might be. Fair warning though, I do not know what this is going to end up looking like. I'm kind of just winging it. I have a couple inspiration pictures that I want to mash up together. I also have a little bit of copper smelting right now because I wanted to have kind of a copper moment, but I'll see what this starts looking like and then we'll make our decision. So I'm really liking how it's coming along so far. I think I'm gonna go grab some moss that we found in one of the chests in the jungle and grow a bunch so I can make a little moss roof. So this is how the outside of the Adventurers Guild looks like. It is quite empty on the inside, so we do need to work on the interior. I'm not really sure how I want to decorate it yet, but I guess we could start on the floor. I think I might do a mixture of birch and hemlock to make the floor, since we have hemlock walls and I haven't really used a lot of birch in any of my builds just yet. So I really love this floor design. I think it makes it look so cozy, but we do have one slight problem. It's actually the same problem that we had last episode. Deadbeard is here again. We all remember what happened last time, and I don't want a repeat of that. Honestly, the last thing I want is to, for all of my hard work to be blown up by a giant thing of TNT. So I just let him into the water and let him blow all of them up, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. I'm not 100% sure how I want to decorate everything in here, but I think this bottom floor, I'm going to put a bounty board and then a spiral staircase. I might put the enchanting table either on the second floor or the top floor, and then the other one is going to be where all of the weaponsmiths and toolsmiths will be. So I kind of have a spiral staircase going. It is more for looks than for functionality. And I kind of want to see what a stone brick and ancient oak floor would look like. I think this would look really nice because of the contrast. This floor slash ceiling is proving to be a tad bit difficult, as I can't really find any pattern that I really like, and I don't want it to be too repetitive. So I ended up raising the ceiling by 1 block, and I ended up foregoing the 3rd story for now. I might make it into something else because it is unnaturally tall. I think I'm going to put our enchanting table right here and have our bookshelves surrounding it like this. There's probably ways that we can make it more pretty as well, but I want to go over to the village and grab a bounty board and maybe a couple of the workstations and see if we can transfer a couple of villagers over here. There's this lime present on the ground, and there's candy inside. That's so cute. I think that was there from last winter and we just never saw it. We really don't have many villagers here. I think we only have about 4. So I have all of the workstations now. I just don't have the villagers. I would love to put like a table here and maybe some paintings as well. I think I'm going to put the lecterns here in this little corner. And I suppose we could make a 3rd story and just hide some beds up there. That way the villagers have somewhere to sleep. I have a couple paintings up now. And I have this kind of workstation table going on. And we have all of our villagers here. I haven't traded with any of them yet. I kind of just moved them here and then I put beds at the very top. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll a couple of these trades and then lock them in. But I should probably go grab some emeralds first. I only have about 30 emeralds, and the easiest way for us to get more is to probably trade with some farmer villagers. But I don't want to make a traditional farmhouse. I want to create kind of like an outdoor market to fit the theme of our builds. So I went ahead and locked in all of their trades. Our librarians aren't giving us exactly what I wanted, but I plan on building another library so we can get a lot more. There is one librarian that I accidentally hit, so their trades are super expensive. At some point I would like to zombie purify all of them, but I don't think we have enough gold right now. I was able to get fortune and efficiency on my pickaxe, so that's definitely going to help when we go mining. And I do want to put those diamond blocks that we got to use, so I'm going to make our first set of diamond armor. So now I have a full set and we still have 25 diamonds left over. I'm going to put it on this armor stand for now. And while we're at it, I want to go ahead and upgrade our backpack as well. Now we have even more space. We are running low on iron. We only have a bit over a stack left. I do want to do a bit of planning for our port city. So I'm going to use some of this purple sand that we found from the Rainbow Beach. And I love how our guild looks over. Oh my god. That should teach me to keep an eye on our surroundings. But as I was saying, I'm loving how the Adventurers Guild is kind of looking over our crop field. There are a couple different buildings that I really want to build. I am going to terraform most of this over here off camera, and maybe put like a little bridge here. I want to put a couple fishing boats in the water. I'd like to put a little tavern right here. Obviously the size is going to be a little bit bigger. Oh, I think we ate too much candy. We have nausea for 15 more seconds now. It just gets worse and more woozy as time goes on. I decided I didn't want to put you guys through all of that motion that was going on. So it looks like candy is not a good idea. But along with the tavern, I would love to have a couple little carts or stalls selling street food, and then a couple that are just selling crops. I want it to be a mix of buildings and stalls and boats and docks with lots of villagers and lots of stuff going on in general. We can probably build a bridge right here that connects the mainland over to this island over here. I think this area right here would be the perfect place for a little fisherman spot with a little fishing boat over here and some docks going out. I'm gonna leave it like this, that way I remember that I want it to look more like a stall. And then we can probably put a little street cart right here. And then I would like to put like some type of circle thing that is not a circle, but some type of circle thing where we can put like armor stands and basically a little sword fighting area just for decoration. So we definitely have a bit of a problem with storage. I want to build a small building right around here that's simple but effective. I've already cleared out all of the dirt in the area, and I should have plenty of materials for this build. So, I kind of hate it, but it's okay. Not all builds are going to be perfect. I am going to try and fix this up a bit and make it look better, but it just looks horrendous. Okay, all I did was add a couple of support beams, and this is looking a lot better than it used to. Now I just have to go in and place a bunch of chests in here, fix up the walls, and maybe add a little bit of decoration. So I have this very simple design going. This is about 50 or so chests, and it still doesn't fill up the entire space I have mapped out here. So I think this will be more than enough space for us. Off camera, I'll go in and fill these up and figure out a way to label them as well. And I didn't even bother with the floor because I was feeling a little lazy. There's one more thing I wanted to do. This, I think, is a flower forest, and there's a certain flower that I want to put in our bee dome called the buttercup. It has these really cute yellow particle effects I think would be perfect, and we could probably also find a couple other flowers to fill it with, and I'm thinking about putting some flowers up on our moss roof as well. I found these lily of the valleys, and I'm going to grab a bunch of these because this is my favorite flower in Minecraft. We found some moo blooms. We're kind of far away, so I don't really have a way to transport them right now, but I would love to bring it to our farm sometime. I also found this sign. It says that there's a village 1100 blocks that way. We've already found the one that it was pointing to right here, I believe. It was either pointing to this one right here or this one right here, and we've been to both of those, but we haven't explored this part of the map yet. There's another moo bloom that is slightly colored differently from a different mod pack, and I think this is a pillager camp, so we should probably stay far away from it. But here I am, all close and personal. So I actually found out that I could get buttercups by shearing one of the moo blooms, so I did sacrifice that. And I'm hoping we can bone meal them because we only have 5. But let's head down this way and find the village that's hiding over here. Next time we go adventuring, we definitely need to bring one of our many saddles that we have so that we can get a little horse friend. We have an entire stable that is empty because we haven't found any horses yet. I found this little spider thing and I'm tempted to go in there because I'm pretty sure there's good loot, but we are definitely not equipped to do that right now. And they are poisonous spiders. There's some kind of structure right here with a bunch of drowned, and I'm very curious to check it out, but once again, I must refrain from going on any unexpected adventures that might kill me. So I didn't find the village that the sign was pointing to for some reason, but I did find this abandoned church looking thing. These doors are made of mangrove wood, so I'm hoping there's some mangrove wood inside one of these barrels. We've had no luck with the mangrove, but that's okay. According to our compass, a mangrove swamp is only about 4,000 blocks this way anyways, so we can always make the journey some other time. Here's a village that we've already been to. I'm gonna go ahead and kidnap its bounty board and we can put it in our Adventurers Guild. Having waystones is probably one of my favorite features in this mod pack, so it makes it so much easier to get home when we're on long adventures like that. So now for what we really wanted to do, we're gonna decorate this bee dome with some more flowers. I may fill this entire area with moss so it stays green throughout the seasons. But this is why I wanted the buttercups so badly. So these are what the buttercups look like. They're very small and petite, and they're supposed to have golden particle effects. I'm not sure why it's not right now, but it might be because it's fall and not spring or summer. But either way, I think it looks very cute. I did update my mod pack, and these jams look a lot cuter than they did before. And our herb cheese wheel and our lavender cheese wheel are actually colored. I would definitely love to come back and revisit a lot of these mods that we've been playing with so far. But back on task to what we were doing before, I have so many different barrels that I have to empty out throughout all of my builds. And since we've been on the topic of enchanting and getting better gear, I think I want to try and get a Silk Touch tool going, so that way I can get some bees in the bee dome. Getting the Silk Touch enchantment on my axe took a lot longer than I was hoping it would, but we finally got it. Now we're making our way over to the only beehive that I have seen near us so far. Oh my gosh, what is that? We just found a new mob called the Swampy and we're blind. This will teach me not to venture out by myself in the dark. Oh, and it leaves a lingering potion of poison. That's so fun. We just got an advancement called the Dimension of Bees awaits, so I have a feeling that we will be able to go inside the beehive if we wanted to, but I'm gonna put the campfire down and use our Silk Touch pickaxe. And now we have our bee nest. And I can also pick up these mushroom blocks that I have been waiting so patiently for. Oh my gosh. Our villagers are making iron golems. So I've kind of been jumping around looking for that village that we've been looking for since we've exited the flower forest. And I've come across this big old thing. And I'm not sure what it is, but it looks kind of scary. I can see a lot of like armored zombies and skeletons, so we probably shouldn't get too close. We found another one of these things. I can see the cusp of this village here, and there's also one right here. But it says that there's one 300 blocks this way, so I think I'm gonna hit this one and then just come down to this and we'll see what we find. I just came into this igloo and there's a frozen aquarium. This is so cute. What are these? Hold on. They're mammoths. This is so cute. I love finding new things in this mod pack. I think this is a winter greenhouse. There's not a whole lot to loot in this village. You know, surprisingly, I don't really see anything worth taking in this village. So we're gonna make our way over here. I don't know if this is a bad place or not, but we're about to find out. I see a lot of pillagers down here, but this looks so freaking cool. We are definitely adding this to the to-do list of the things we need to conquer in this world. Okay, there is a lot going on here. So again, this village didn't really give us anything of value except being in close proximity to this ice castle thing. So in the future, we'll definitely be able to come back here and easily access all of this. Wait, that is an animal. I really want to know what that is. Should we? We shouldn't. We're doing it anyways. I want to see what you are. A snow giraffe. Okay, now we're leaving. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this waystone and waypoint back home before all of these villagers die because of me. Our goal today was to get better gear and start enchanting it. And I think we definitely achieved that goal. Wait, I did not know that you could knock into these and move them. That is so funny. In the next episode, I think I'm gonna focus on starting our builds for the port city and just kind of making our farm area a little prettier. We still haven't put paths in and there's still a lot of ugly weeds around. Again, I am going to do a little bit of mining and terraforming off camera as to not take up too much time and to kind of just get winter over with since I'm not a fan of winter. But I hope you enjoyed. I really love how our adventurous guild turned out. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you all in the next episode.